Well. Pardon the interruption from the scheduled program, but right here, is a certified classic. This is Jak and Daxter, the precursor legacy. This is not even a typical emulation. This game is basically a port. It's not a ROM file or anything like that. It's a port where somebody took their time to decompile the game and translated all the programming language from the game, because I don't know if I heard the story correctly or not, but apparently Naughty Dog made their own language to program this game with, and they deciphered all the language and translated it into another language and came up with this, with a bunch of quality of life features, things of that nature. I can already tell, like, even the Jak and Daxter logo there is in 4K. I think I've already played with the options a little bit. Frame rate, I got it at 100. Let me see how 100 does. Game resolution. Yeah, so yeah, I've already played with it a little bit, but I'm gonna start a new game, and this is arguably one of the greatest freaking, as you can see, I already started a little bit, but I'm gonna run it back. But this is one of the best platformers that's ever been made. Shout out to Naughty Dog. They know what they're doing sometimes.
Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy, oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of Green Eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jak, old green stuff told us not to come here.
This looks good, man. This looks better than the PS3 port. I think it came out on PS3. Maybe it was PS4, one of them. But yeah, you can tell, like, the colors and it just looks better. It's not that fuzz to it. It's basically upscale. It's upscale. You can tell.
If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that?
Notice how they have full voice acting.
Jak, I think we're in trouble! Ow! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What?
That's funny.
Okay, okay.
That is
I'm
hilarious.
fine. I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
They was, I was...
Don't tell me. Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
All right, we are in the game.
This device is a communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest.
Yeah, this is definitely 100 FPS. It's a little choppy in certain areas, though. You see, let me just point out to y'all. Do you see this game came out in 2001, I believe. Do you see how you can actually feel the wind blowing on this guy? Like look at it. Look at the wind blowing. That's crazy. And you know what? What I'm gonna do is go back down to 60. Go back down to 60 because go back down to 60. And also what I'm going to do is I'm just experimenting with something right quick. Go to graphics, full motion frames. I noticed my PC kind of does some weird stuff to where I'll have to go to the desktop. Minimize. Hold on. Everybody just bear with me right quick. Everybody bear with me right quick. All right. I lost my controls for a bit. All right. How the freak? Okay, I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I was trying to. There's a certain thing you got to do sometimes to get fluid motion frames to work with AMD. But I'm not gonna worry about it right now, cause considering I'm recording a Let's Play, so. Don't mind me, I'm just, sometimes you gotta explore around to make sure they're not hiding nothing. You know, they like to hide things in plain sight sometimes. And you can already tell, like, it actually feels like you're walking. It doesn't feel like you're just floating. You're just a man in this world, but you're not part of the world. You actually feel a part of.
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can
You actually
find.
feel like a part of
You
the
need to
actual
collect
game.
20 of these so I can power the heat
I remember,
shield
I
for your
believe the
ink lab
same
viewer.
developers made Battletoads for the Nintendo and Super Nintendo. They always put a lot of effort into their games. They basically can't miss. You can tell that there's a lot of tender love and care that goes into their games and developing for them.
Sometimes you'll want to hit things with a greater force. To break one of these boxes, you should jump in the air and then dive down onto it, hands first. That's blue.
All right, and this
Eco,
thing makes
which
it makes you
contains
want to
the
collect
energy of
everything.
motion. Blue
Like when
Eco
I play
allows you to
Mario,
run fast, break
I don't.
boxes, and even
I know
activate some
collecting is
precursor
part of the
artifacts.
game, and part of the experience, but it just doesn't. I just want to get the level over with, you know. I don't really care too much about collecting all the stars or whatever, depending on what you're playing, because it just doesn't feel important to me. I just want to get it over with. But with a game like this, I've always just wanted to collect everything. And that's a testament to the developers and how they made collecting fun instead of monotonous.
If you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
Notice how each blue eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power.
Man, this is definitely the definitive way to play this game. I think it's called Open Project. I think that's the name of the developers for this port. But yeah, this is a beautiful game. It's crazy how I'm having more fun playing this than a modern game.
This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling blue eco through your body.
That's a blue eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of blue eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
Kind of remind me of isotopes from Dr. Muto, if y'all know what I'm talking about.
Good work. The blue eco caused the door to open. With blue eco, you can breathe energy into all kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years.
There's nothing left over there.
Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco. Pick up 50 small green ecos or one big green one to increase your health. You can jump once, then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
Daxter is funny. Let's ride. Is that it? Yeah, I think I'm back at the beginning. And you see how when I started, it was like daytime, and now by the end of the course, it's nighttime. It's the details, man. It's the details. Details are a beautiful thing.
Good training, boys. But that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away, then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
Dang, sir, you ain't got to tell me twice. I like to walk around and see if they hide anything.
Hey, baby. What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grav Zoomer?
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
Thank you for your hospitality. I guess. Sandover Village. Let's go this way.
Hey! It looks like scout flies are always in red boxes.
The point of a scout fly.
Well, hello there, my dear boy. You've caught me at a most inopportune moment. I was to set off on my journeys yesterday, but I seem to be a spot short on the old precursor orbs. I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, you know, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of a spot of fun. Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would
Sure,
offer you a
bud.
power cell in return.
Sure, bud. That's light work.
Oh, don't tell me that you two have problems as well. The first I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted. And boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing, if by any
Why is everybody trying to
chance
bribe
you're
me with power
interested in
cells?
making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 precursor orbs.
Yeah. Tell me to collect stuff. I don't think I've been in there. I think I've been in there.
What? You don't have the full stash?
Oh, that ain't working out.
Well, any less than 90 precursor orbs, and I shan't have a chance to get underway, dear boy.
My bad. Oh, I haven't been that way.
I need more
Okay, I'm good. Sometimes I have a little OCD and I got to backtrack to make sure I'm going the right place.
Hey! Lil furry dude! Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know? Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that misty island. Huh. I just hope she's all right. It's worth a power cell if you bring her back to me.
Wait a minute! We are not going back to Misty Island! Are we?
Tell I play too many video games. I don't even know what's coming out the ground. I already hit the button and kill him.
Those all-metal boxes are thicker than a yak-owl skull. But there must be something that can bust them open.
Yeah, like these bombs.
All
Maybe.
right. Treasure! All right! More orbs!
Come on, cuz. I'll take it.
Hey! That pelican just snagged a power cell! Let's go kick some big bird butt!
Even the water physics look pretty good.
Auga! Auga! Dive for those orbs, Jack! Dive! We scrounged enough orbs to trade for a power cell. Let's get back and make the switch already.
Yeah, birdie. Mr. Pelican.
Quick! We have to get to the power cell before the pelican scoops it up again. What a weird-looking thing! I'll bet we can get this open if you power up with that zappy blue eco stuff.
I could have sworn there was something up here. But I guess not. It was just pure instinct because I know that little punch he does is a lot faster than just running. There's that. Oh man, this looks so happy.
Hey, seagulls! Let's buzz them for kicks.
The heck that's supposed to mean, my guy?
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Woohoo! Wow! They caused an avalanche! Let's check it out!
Who caused an avalanche?
Punch those poles up from below!
I don't know what he meant by that. Punch him up from below.
Yeah, so we got a precursor launcher here, but you aren't powered up with the blue stuff. So it ain't gonna help us!
Okay, bro. Calm down. Calm down. frame rate issues. Even though my GPU and all that good stuff isn't taxed or anything. And my CPU. I guess that's just comfort territory. Pretty sure that wasn't the way you're supposed to get up there, but I'll take it. So I'm guessing I'm supposed to keep that energy. I'm supposed to keep that energy up and try to get there.
Good job. Now meet me down here by the egg.
Lady, I don't even know who you are, to be honest.
Oh my. I hope the poor dear's okay. Here's a power cell for your valor.
Oh no! No!
Look, isn't that cute? It thinks you're its mama.
Ah! I'm not your mom! You see any feathers here?
Oh, love at first sight. Oh. Listen, boys, I'll take this little chick back to the village with me and work with the sage to take care of her.
Well, you guys, I think I'm gonna wrap it on up right here. tired. But I just wanted to showcase this game. It is the de facto way to play this game. There's no question about it. I'm probably gonna beat it within the next couple of days. And if you have any questions about how did I get this on the computer, on my PC, just feel free to leave me a comment. All right, you guys have a blessed day. Peace.